Welcome to Clarity Unlocked. Today we talk on the hidden power of staying silent about your success. Have you ever felt the urge to tell the world about your success right after you achieve it? But what if? The greatest power lies in staying silent. There's something oddly satisfying about posting wins online, telling your friends, bragging just a little. But according to Stoic philosophy, true strength is quiet. The most powerful people? They don't talk, they build, they move in silence. And when they win, the world finds out after, not before. In a D. This video, we're diving deep into the hidden power of keeping your success to yourself. What the ancient Stoics knew about humility, why silence protects your peace, and how staying quiet might actually push you farther than speaking ever could. But before we unlock the secrets of silent success, hit that subscribe button if you love calm, powerful, life-changing wisdom. Because we bring Stoic truths into modern life every single week. In today's world, silence feels unnatural. The moment we achieve something, even a small win, our first instinct is to share it. We post it. We tweet it. We tell people before we've even finished the work. Why? Because we've been trained to seek validation, not results. It's a trap. A loud, noisy trap that keeps people stuck in the illusion of progress. They're not actually moving forward. They're just talking about moving forward. The Stoics saw this coming. Thousands of years ago, they warned us. Was no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius, that means, stop talking, start doing. But most people today are addicted to noise. Let's be honest. When we tell someone we just got a promotion or we're starting a new business, it feels like we're doing something. But we're not. We're just getting a dopamine hit. Our brain rewards us not for the action, but for the attention. That's dangerous. Because now our motivation shifts. We no longer want to achieve. We just want to be seen as someone who achieves. And slowly we lose our edge. Stoics taught the exact opposite mindset. Epictetus once said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." That's deep. He's saying, it's okay if people don't know what you're doing. It's okay if they don't see your hustle. Because you're not here to impress anyone. You're here to grow. And when you're focused on growth, real silent growth, the noise fades away. You don't need approval. You just need purpose. Social media has made it worse. Now success isn't even real until it's posted. We chase likes instead of discipline. We focus on how things look, not how they are. But Stoicism invites us to flip the script, to pull away from the spotlight, and to get comfortable in the shadows, where real work happens. Because that's where the strong are made, not in public applause, but in private effort. Every time you announce your goals or achievements too early, you risk three things. Jealousy from others. Not everyone wants to see you win. Pressure to perform. Now people are watching, and you feel rushed. False satisfaction. You get emotional rewards before actual results. And the worst part? You become dependent on praise instead of progress. The Stoics would say, let your actions be your voice. Let your work be your announcement. Because silence isn't weakness. It's strategy. Marcus Aurelius was the emperor of Rome. He had power, fame, and influence. But if you read his private journal meditations, you'll see something shocking. He never bragged, never showed off, never needed applause. Instead, he wrote things like, receive without pride, let go without attachment. He reminded himself that success is temporary. Praise means nothing if you don't stay grounded. Even at the top, he warned himself to stay humble and stay silent. Epictetus started life as a slave. He rose through suffering, became a philosopher, and taught people how to endure anything. And his message was simple. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. In other words, live it, don't talk about it. He believed success should be felt, not announced, and that a wise man doesn't speak more, he speaks less. To Epictetus, ego was the enemy. The more you talk, the more you expose your ego. But when you stay silent, you protect your energy. Seneca was one of the richest men in Rome. He could have flaunted it, but instead, he practiced voluntary discomfort. He slept on the floor, ate simple meals. Why? Because he believed that true success isn't about riches, it's about discipline. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." And one of those imagined sufferings is this: the fear of not being seen. But the Stoic doesn't need to be seen. He knows who he is, even in silence. Across their different lives and status, all Stoics shared one powerful belief. Success should be quiet. Pride should be controlled. Praise should never change your path. They weren't silent because they were shy. They were silent because they were focused. They knew words can't build legacies. Actions do. Let's look at a few gems from the Stoics that perfectly capture this mindset. Marcus Aurelius. It is not necessary to have potential applauded. Do what is right. The rest doesn't matter. Seneca. Success comes not to those who loudly chase it, but to those who quietly prepare for it. Epictetus. First say to yourself what you would be and then do what you have to do. Each quote is a reminder. Talk less. Build more. Their wisdom didn't fade with time. In a world that worships likes, views, and followers, the Stoic path is more powerful than ever. It teaches you to stay grounded when you win, stay calm when you're tested, stay silent when you're tempted to boast. Because when the noise is gone, you hear your true self. When you don't feel the need to explain or impress, something powerful happens. Your mind quiets down. You're not distracted by what people will say, who's watching, how you'll look. You're just focused on the goal. And focus is a superpower in today's distracted world. Every time you stay silent, you're choosing clarity over chaos. When we talk too much about our success, we attach our emotions to people's reactions. If they praise us, we feel great. If they ignore us, we feel crushed. That's unstable. But silence builds emotional discipline. You learn to rely on yourself for motivation, not others. The Stoics call this inner peace, and it's only possible when you're not addicted to external validation. Let's be real. Not everyone wants to see you win. Some people smile, but deep down, they're jealous. And when you overshare your success, you attract envy and competition you never asked for. But when you stay quiet, nobody knows what you're building. They can't copy it, they can't sabotage it. They can't compete with it. That's real power. Talking drains energy. Explaining, justifying, bragging. All of it burns fuel that you could be using to actually do the work. The more you talk, the less you do. The more you do, the less you need to talk. The Stoics knew this. They weren't obsessed with sounding smart. They were obsessed with being better. When you work in silence, you surprise people. You don't show up with hype. You show up with results. And that hits harder. You create momentum behind the scenes. Day by day, hour by hour, you build something real, without the noise, and when the time is right. Let your results speak for you. Success isn't a single moment, it's a daily grind. When you stop talking and start doing, you shift your mindset. You fall in love with the process, not just the outcome. And that's where true growth happens. Not in the applause, but in the hours no one sees. When you stay silent, you become focused. When you become focused, you become consistent. And when you're consistent, you become unbeatable. Silence isn't weakness, it's your hidden advantage. We'll talk about practical ways to stay quiet, stay sharp, and live by Stoic principles, starting today. Ever notice how we get a little rush when we tell someone our big plans? Ciao. Going to start a business. I'm hitting the gym every day from now. I'm going to crush this semester. It feels productive, but it's not. Telling people your goals gives you fake satisfaction, and that kills motivation. Instead, work on it. Finish it. Then speak. Let your actions reveal your goals, not your mouth. We live in the age of oversharing. Every meal, every win, every hustle. Update. But what if you didn't post your every move? What if you used silence as your advantage? You'd avoid unnecessary opinions, reduce distractions, keep your peace intact, use social media as a tool, not a diary. The Stoics would say, do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about others. Now imagine what happens when you apply that to your feed. Get the job? Good. Get the client? Amazing. Finish the big project? Respect. But hold back. Don't post. Don't boast. Give it time to settle. Make sure it's real. Make sure it lasts. That's what Stoics did. They celebrated, privately and rarely. Because real success is calm, not loud. Marcus Aurelius wrote a private journal. Not for the world, not for fame, just for himself. He used it to reflect, recenter, stay humble. Do the same. Write about your progress, thoughts, fears, goals. It'll help you grow quietly and deeply. This doesn't mean you go mute. But don't speak, just to speak. When you speak, be calm, be brief, be clear. Let your presence say more than your voice. As the Stoics believed, better to remain silent and be thought wise than to speak and remove all doubt. Let people feel your wisdom, don't force it. Praise can feel good, but if you chase it, you become dependent on it. The Stoic approach: say, thank you, and move on. Don't let praise go to your head, or you'll stop growing. Use it as feedback, not fuel, because your growth is internal, not public. At the end of the day, people don't remember promises. They remember performance. So let your silence be the background music to your consistency. Each day you show up without bragging, you're building something stronger. Reputation, discipline, legacy. That's Stoicism in action. Let's step back for a moment. In a world where everyone wants to be seen, heard, liked, followed, silence is rebellion. Not loud rebellion, not angry rebellion, but a quiet, powerful choice to live differently. The Stoic doesn't need applause. He doesn't seek approval. He doesn't beg to be understood. He moves with purpose. He speaks with intention. And when it's not needed, he says nothing. That's not weakness, that's strength, because it takes power to be quiet in a loud world. Think about a candle in a dark room. It doesn't shout. It doesn't flicker for attention. It just shines. Your silence is the same. It's not emptiness, it's full of focus. It's not passiveness, it's driven by purpose. It's not weakness, it's protected power. Anyone can talk, anyone can post, anyone can brag. But it takes wisdom to hold back. It takes discipline to stay focused. It takes confidence to let your results do the talking. So stay silent, stay sharp, and let the world wonder what you're building, because the real ones don't announce their moves, they just move. Quietly, powerfully, like a Stoic.